Hello everyone, I am K.Manivannan, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, V.S.B Engineering College, Karur. In this video, we are going to discuss the course Cloud Computing. The subject code is 23CSE017. Yeah, before going into technical terms, let me ask you a simple questions. Please don't be panic. Just a simple question. Because we are all having Google account, which comes with the 15 GB of free storage access, right? Yes. The first question, where do you store your photos and how do you access them on different devices? Second question, how do you watch movies or shows on platforms like Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hotstar, or YouTube? The third one, how do you check your emails? Fourth one, have you ever used Google Drive or Google Photos to store or share files? Last one, do you use any apps to keep your contacts or calendar organized? Yes, I think answer is ready for all questions. The first one, so all of you having Google account, we are all storing our photos in the Google Photos. So through mobile or tablet or desktop, we are accessing the Google Photos, right? So that is the first one. And second one, yes, so many of us having a, a Prime account, Netflix account through our tablet or mobile phone or smart TV, we are watching shows, movies. And third one, yes, obviously we are all having Gmail account through which we are checking mails from mobile phone or else some desktop or laptop, right? The fourth one is of course through Google Drive, we are storing some documents, and in Google Photos we are storing photos, right? Yes, I think those are all having Google account. We be able to access all Google related products like Drive, Google Photos, Google Sheet, all those things. And last one, yes, of course, in our mobile we are having contacts. So once we logged into Gmail account, all our contacts may be uploaded into the Google account. Yes, Google contacts we are all storing, and accordingly Google Calendar for organized purpose. So what I'm trying to say, all these services are possible because of cloud computing, right? So cloud computing is not new to you. So that is our motivation to tell you are already using it every day. Okay, so we get into technical terms. So our core objective to understand the fundamental concepts of cloud architecture, models, infrastructure, and identify the key design challenges involved in cloud-based systems. I have divided this part into four. The first one, which is related to cloud architecture, which is the system model for distributed and cloud computing. And second one is NIST architecture. And second one, cloud deployment models. Third one, cloud service models. And last, related to infrastructure. So architectural design of compute and storage clouds. And second one, design challenges. So these are all the things we are going to in the upcoming lecture videos. Yeah. Before get into entire course, first let's see the brief introduction about cloud computing. Okay. So this is an overview slide. What is cloud computing? Why do we need that? And how it works? What are the service models, deployment models? What are the benefits of using cloud computing? And some of the real world examples that we see. And final, we recap it. Okay. Yeah. This is the first slide. What is cloud computing? So in general, I'm telling, so rather than managing files on a local storage device, cloud computing model makes it possible to save them over the internet. So that is the main thing, right? So cloud computing means using computing resources like storage, servers, software, and databases through the internet. So instead of using your own computer or college computer, right? So that is the main purpose. In simple words, you may tell you don't want any hardware, no need to install any software, and you just use it through the internet. Okay, that is the main motto. So on demand. So based upon your need, you can use the cloud computing resources, right? Yeah. Second part, why do we need cloud computing? Yeah, as we said, so no need to own hardware, which means no need to maintain the server. So based upon your need and demand, pay for what you use. So you may improve the scalability, easy to increase or decrease resources. Okay. And third one, disaster recovery. Because you are going to store virtually, right? No need to worry about whether the data get lost or the system get failure. Okay. And last one, you may access and share from anywhere at any time. So that's what the main need. Okay. Yeah. How cloud computing works. This is the thing. So let me explain. Instead of storing data in your local system, data and applications are stored in remote data centers. So these data centers are managed by different cloud providers like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, IBM Cloud, Sun Cloud, VMware, n number of cloud providers are there in the market to store all the data in remote data centers. Okay. So being a student, you may access them through internet at any time from anywhere using different type of gadgets like laptop, mobile or tablet. So this is what the main thing. So because everything is virtualized, you keep it in mind, your entire computer which is available in somewhere, right? So no need to worry about the locally, all your data stored in globally, you may access at anywhere at any time. That is the main thing here, scalability, flexibility and lower cost, everything. Okay. This is very important thing, cloud service models. There are three service which is providing by the cloud providers. One is infrastructure as a service. Some of the providers I have mentioned, AWS, EC2, Google Compute Engine. So these are all the cloud providers providing infrastructure as a service. What is meant by infrastructure? So cloud provider use hardware resources. So you just manage operating system, software, and applications. That is the main thing. It's like a rent server. Okay. So for example, you are renting a computer from the cloud, renting a computer hardwares from the cloud. Some of the cloud providers I have mentioned here. And regarding second service, PaaS, platform as a service, the provider which is Google App Engine. So the developer focus only on coding. No need to worry about servers or any operating system. Just build apps without worrying about infrastructure, right? Just to create the code. Okay. Just build the apps. So ready-made environment to build apps, which is provided by the platform as a service. Okay. So the platform takes care everything. That is the main concept here. And last one, which is software as a service. So we all know that. So if you want to access a Gmail or Google Doc, whether you want to install anything, no need. So software, which is available in the system itself. So ready to use software over the internet. So no need to install any software application. So here you doesn't want to maintain any IT equipment. That is what the thing. Example, as I mentioned here, Gmail, Google Docs, Office 365. These are all the three important services. In SaaS, you just log in and start using, right? So once again, I remind all those, I will review the thing again. Infrastructure, which means providing the hardware resources by the cloud provider. Okay, you no need to worry about the hardware, just like a renting a house, right? And second one is a platform. You just build the apps using that platform. Platform will take care of everything. Okay. And last one, the software you no need to install. Everything which is available will take care by the cloud provider. You just log in and start using. I'll give you a one analogy here. Suppose made at home. I have mentioned here dining table, water, electricity pan, dosa, batter, eggs, salt, all those things. Suppose if you want to prepare a dosa, if you want dosa, egg dosa, so what usually we'll do, made at home, everything which is prepared in the home itself, where you are taking your food in the home itself, right? Suppose you just think of it, there are three methods. One method which is buy and cook method. Here you are buying dosa batter, egg, salt, oil from the shop, from the grocery shop. Okay, you are preparing. Okay, you are having in your home. You are having in your home, right? So you spend, you prepare the egg dosa. This is the first method. Okay. And second method, which is food order method. So you are ordering the food, whatever you want. If you want egg dosa means you just order it. Okay. So no need any electricity to prepare, no need a pan, dosa batter, eggs, salt, oil. Everything which is managing by the hotel. Okay. So dining table and water, because you are going to have in the home only, you just order it. Okay, you have it in your home, right? So this is what the second analogy. Third analogy, which is dine out method, software as a service I have mentioned, which means everything which is managed by the hotel, which is a provider. Okay. So dining table, water, electricity, pan, dosa batter, egg, salt, oil, everything. You just order it. I need one egg dosa or two egg dosa. You just have it in the hotel itself. So this is the three analogy which I have correlated all these three analogy with our important services. One is buy and cook method, which is infrastructure as a service. So dining table, water, electricity, pan. These are all the managed by you. And remaining the important groceries. Okay. Those are batter, egg, salt, and oil, which is managed by the cloud provider. In PAS method, just order it method. So only dining table and water, which is managed by you, and the remaining all those things, which is managed by the hotel or a cloud provider. And last one, dine out method, everything which is managed by the provider is the hotel, right? Yeah, this is the exact technical term. On premises, which is made at home. Application, data, runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, servers, storage, networking, everything which is managing by you only. Like here, like your own desktop. Okay, you are not at all depending upon any other devices. Okay. And three services which I have mentioned, infrastructure as a service, whatever I have mentioned in red color, which is managed by you, right? Applications, data, runtime, middleware, and operating system, which is managed by you. And remaining part related to hardware part, infrastructure part, virtualization, servers, storage, networking, which is managed by the cloud provider, right? And next service, which is PaaS, platform as a service, applications and data, which is only managing by you. Okay. And remaining all part, like operating system, middleware, runtime, virtualization, server, storage, networking, which is managing by the cloud provider. And final service, which is a software as a service, as we said, like a Gmail, just you log in and start using. No need to install any softwares. Everything which is taken care by the providers. Okay. So application data, runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, server, storage, networking, which is managed by the cloud providers. These are all the three important service models. Please keep it in mind. Without cloud provider, not able to provide the services, because we are going to storing, accessing all your data in somewhere globally, okay, which is going to manage by the cloud provider. So virtualization, which is the main keyword here. Okay. Yeah. And fifth one, which is cloud deployment models, which is more interesting one. There are 5 types of deployment model. One is public cloud, private cloud, hybrid, multi-cloud, and one more is community cloud, which I have not mentioned here, which is most related to multi-cloud, right? First one is public cloud, right? Which is used by many users. It is used by many users, like the cloud infrastructures, which is available to the general public over the internet. Okay. It is owned by the cloud provider. It is owned by the cloud provider. So any public can use, like our Gmail, up to 15 GB, which is providing by the cloud provider with the free of access. If you want more than that, you can go into Google One account. If you want to more storage, suppose 30 GB I need, means per month 15 rupees, which is enough. Okay. For rently method, you can use the storage. Okay. So that is what in public cloud, which is common to public. That is what I have mentioned. The public transport here. For example, for public cloud, any user can access the transport, public transport, right? Suppose if you want more privacy, or else I need the separate storage access, means you can go for a private cloud used by only one organization, which provide more secure, like owned by a single person. Suppose own car, if you are buying, means which is owned by you only, like a private cloud, right? And third one, which is hybrid cloud, which is a combination of public and private cloud. Okay. So like a call taxi, you rent a private taxi, which is the best example for hybrid. So public can access. If you want privacy, the single person can access at a time. And multi-cloud, which is using multiple cloud providers. As we said, a number of cloud providers which is available in the market, like AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure. Okay. So if you have different organizations, you can use different type of cloud providers in each organization. And last one, which is community cloud. So if you want to share your data in different organizations, you can go for the community cloud. Suppose a college you have multiple branches, which means you may form a community, right? So which is the types of cloud deployment models: public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and multi-cloud. What are the benefits of cloud computing? So cost saving, which is the main thing, because you are not purchasing any hardware or no need to install any software. So no software purchase. Scalability, yeah, based upon your need, you may just pay for what you use. So increase resource anytime, right? Accessibility is work from anywhere at any time. And backup and disaster recovery built-in. Okay. These are all importance of cloud computing, right? These are all the real world examples. Students, for email purpose, you are all Gmail, you're all having Gmail account, right? Yeah, through account, you may access up to 15 GB, right? More than that, you can go for a Google One account. Subscription based, you may purchase some storage spaces. Google Drive for storing the document, Google Photos for storing the photos. For streaming purpose, Netflix, like Prime, Hotstar, I told you, right? So these are all the example for streaming. And online games and collaboration tools. This is also just available in the cloud. These are all the real world examples, right? So once again, I want to recap all those things. So cloud computing, know that it's provide deliver services over the internet. So that is the main concept here. And why do we need that? So no need to install, no need to own any hardware, no need to install anything. Okay. And how cloud computing works? Through the vendor providing whatever you need, that will be taken care by the vendor. Okay. The cloud provider will taken care. Okay. So virtualization, which is with virtualized mode, the cloud computing works. And services, what are the service models? So we have discussed three type of service models. One is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Fifth one, cloud deployment models. 5 deployment models I have discussed. One is public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, multi-cloud, and community cloud. What are the benefits of cloud computing? Yes. What are the benefits? The main benefit, which is cost saving. Okay. And some of the real world examples, students you are using on a daily basis, right? We're all having Gmail account. So So Gmail for email purpose, Google Drive, Google Photos, Google Sheets, Google Classrooms. So these are all the best example for cloud computing, right? Yeah. In closing summary, I want to recap. This is the foundation for advanced topics like artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, DevOps, all those things. The outcome of this particular course, which understand the fundamental concepts of cloud architecture models, infrastructure, and identify the key design challenges involved in cloud-based systems, through which some of the program outcomes, which is mapped program outcome 1, 2, and PSO1. Program outcome 1, which is engineering knowledge, program outcome 2, which is problem analysis, and program specific outcome, which is related to basic science related to IT department, which is strongly mapped. Okay. All three outcomes are strongly mapped and moderately mapped PO3, which is design and development of solution, PO5, modern tool usage, PSO2, which is related to domain specific, which is moderately mapped. And last one, slightly mapped some of three outcomes. PO4, which is a conduct of investigation of complex problems, and PO12, which is lifelong learning. Program specific outcome 3, which is environmental and principles. Okay, these are all the outcomes are slightly mapped. Okay, so I will give one activity at the end of this session. So students, in the comment box, you may can you tell me one cloud services you used today, right? And second one, how cloud helps startups and also big companies. Yes, yes. We will continue with more cloud concepts in the next class. Thank you for listening. Thank you.